Last section we need to worry about is section 6.4 on conversion of area and volume measurements. So we notice now we have to be careful about, we had talked a little bit about the idea of surface area back in chapter 5. We notice that for area, we need square units. And so we notice that if we wanted 1 meter square, 1 meter by 1 meter, that has an area of 1 square meter. And if we wanted an area that was 1 foot by 1 foot, that's going to have an area of 1 square foot. And we can also have square inches, square miles, square yards, square centimeters. It's always just a question of 1 unit by 1 unit. And so we notice that if we wanted to convert from, say, 1 square foot to blank square inches, how can we do it? So, blank inches squared, so we can write it as square inches or inches squared. We notice that we have to rewrite that 1 foot as being 12 inches by 12 inches, and we notice that's going to wind up being 144 square inches. Similarly, with meters, if we want to convert 1 meter to 1 square meter to blank square centimeters, we have to remember that 1 meter is going to be 100 centimeters by 100 centimeters, and so we're going to get 10,000 square centimeters. So in general, when we're converting from, it's almost, you can use the same kind of staircase model for metric areas as we used for linear areas, but now you notice that we're going to multiply by 100 instead of multiplying by 10. So if we want to go from square kilometers to square hectometers, we're going to multiply by 100, 10 squared. So that's hectometers, and then to get to square decameters, we multiply by 100. To get to square units, so we'll just go with, to get to square meters, multiply by 100, and so on. Whether it's worth memorizing that or not, open to interpretation. So we notice that if we wanted to continue this with converting from US to metric, metric to US, we notice that we're going to need, because 1 mile is 1.6093 kilometers, that tells us that 1 square mile, we're going to take that 1.6093 squared is going to give us 2.5898 square kilometers. And then we know that 1 foot is 0.3048, whoops, 4.3048 meters, and so that tells us that 1 square foot is equal to 0.3048 meters quantity squared, and so that's going to give us 0.0929 square meters. And at that point, that's going to be approximate. There are a few decimal points dropped off of that one. And then 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. And so we know that 1 square inch is 2.54 centimeters quantity squared. And so that's going to give us approximately, actually that might be exact, that's going to give us exactly 6.4516 square centimeters. And so I don't think we'll do the calculation on this, but we notice that if we wanted to take, say, 450 square centimeters and convert that to square inches, we notice that we would just start with the 450 square centimeters, and then we notice that 1 square inch is 6.4516 square centimeters, again the unit square way, and we notice we're going to get that 6.45 being divided into the 450, and so we notice that's going to be somewhere around 70 something. So that's going to be around 70-ish square inches. Doing it more precise, that's one where you could easily use a calculator. So then volumes get even more interesting. You notice that now for volumes you have to cube everything. So we notice that for volume, we know that 1 cubic meter is equal to 100 centimeters cubed, and so we end up getting 10,000. Whoops, actually 1 million. We need 6 zeros now. Cubic centimeters. And 1 cubic foot would be 12 inches cubed. So that winds up giving us 144 times 12. We notice 144 times 12 gives us 8, 8, 2, 4, 4, 1, gives us 8, 2, 1, 7, 1, 1,728 cubic inches. And we're just imagining a box that's 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter. For the cubic meter, for the feet, we're imagining a box that is 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot. And so to convert to cubic inches, we have to take 12 inches times 12 inches times 12 inches. And so again, we're just remembering that once we're talking about cubic, once we're talking about volume, we have to have 3 dimensions. So then, unsurprisingly, converting from US to metric, we won't go into detail, but we know that 1 cubic mile, 1 mile cubed is going to wind up being 4.1678 So approximately 4.1678 kilometers cubed. And we get that just by taking the 1.6093 kilometers and cubing it. 1 foot cubed is going to be approximately 0.0283 meters cubed, and 1 inch cubed will be approximately 16.3871 centimeters cubed. And so you're not going to see a ton of these. These converting from US to metric tends to be a very calculator heavy question. So if we wanted to say 40 cubic meters to blank cubic feet, we would have to say 40 cubic meters. We know that 0.0283 cubic meters matches up to 1 cubic foot. The meters cubed go away, and so we're taking 40 divided by 0.0283, which winds up being, that would wind up being, move the decimal point 4 to the right, divided by 283 cubic feet. And so we notice that if we wanted to try that, you wouldn't have to show work for this on an exam. It would just be a question of plugging into your calculator. We got 283, subtract, we got 117, drop down to 0. That's going to be, can we get 4? That's going to be 566. I don't think so. So 3, we get 849. Subtract, we get, let's see. I guess we could have gotten 4. Get 4, so 4 times 283 gives us 566 times 2 is 1132. Yep. So we subtract, we get 38, drop down to 0, goes in once. Subtract, we get 97, drop down to 0. That'll only go in 3 times. That gives us 849. Subtract, we get 121. Drop down to 0. And so that'll be around 0.4. So we notice that's around 1,413 cubic feet. So like I said, not something that you have to do by hand.